Rescind the contract means cancel the contract. It means full refund. Okay, so we ask the Queen's Counsel opinion. The second point I ask the Queen's Counsel is according to the selling process, the bank asks you to sign. You must read the prospectus before you buy. So many of you didn't know you signed that document. How strong is that document that you signed? You're supposed to have read. But we also know the sale was completed in half an hour. Some people say even less than half an hour. Then the Queen's Counsel will be asked, is it possible for someone in half an hour, in 1 hour, to read and understand the prospectus? Because if they ask me to be the expert witness, I will attend as the expert witness. Mr. Tan, are you financially expert? I say, yes, I'm an actuary. How old are you? I'm quite many years experience. Do you understand? I say, I read the prospectus a few nights, I still don't understand. I can be an expert witness. I don't know whether the judge can understand the prospectus or not. Now, if the judge cannot understand the prospectus, who should be responsible? We let the Queen's Counsel give their opinion, but we will let the judge decide. So if we need to go to court, let's have the Queen's Counsel opinion on this. Of course, one big problem is the Queen's Counsel is not doing this for free. It's going to cost several tens of thousands of dollars. So if I ask, please contribute, I don't know whether I can get people willing to pay. So this is another problem. So anyway, I shall try to look for someone willing to pay first. And then after that, if the opinion is strong, then many people will come forward to take the class action. Then you pay this person who pay first the Queen's Counsel. But if the opinion is weak and nobody wants to take up, then I tell my friend, bad luck. Say goodbye to your money. Okay? So that's the best I can help. In order to get the Queen's Counsel opinion, I ask for someone to fund for it first. Okay, but if we can get enough people to take the next step, then my friend should be, whatever spent should be recovered. Now, there is already one lawyer who has been contacting the investors the last 6 weeks, the last 8 weeks. Of course, he come to the speaker's corner and give his card, invite you to go to his office. So some people have gone to the office. This lawyer has got 260 investors already signed for him to act. Okay? Now other investors tell me, Mr. Tan, this lawyer is quite young. You know, can he fight the case in high court? Can he manage it? So since already so many people signed, I met with this lawyer 3 times. And I passed to this lawyer the concern of the other investors who think that you are quite young. Can you fight the case in court against the senior lawyers engaged by the banks? So this lawyer told me that he already have got 1 or 2 senior counsel willing to act with him. So he's not acting alone. He will get 1 or 2 senior counsel. He is also going to get the written opinion of the senior counsel in Singapore about how to approach this case. Almost like the Queen's Counsel opinion like that. Okay, and he is going to organize the meeting in January for briefing the investors. So I think this is the best he can do, and I want to give him my support because he's quite honest in giving the information. So in January, the 260 who signed, can attend his briefing, other people can also attend his briefing. Then you decide whether or not you want to join his class action. There's a second group, the mini-bond investors, another group, also talking to a few other lawyers. And this second group also will be organizing another briefing. Okay, and I will also support them so that when they organize another briefing, you can also attend. Then you yourself decide which one you want to go. Okay, but maybe by that time, the two groups maybe can join together into one group. Okay, so you don't have to decide. But if there are two different groups of people having two different opinions, then you have to decide which group you want to join. Okay, of course the high notes have got a separate group. The mini bonds are in two groups, but high note got a separate group, and the high notes are very well organized. So if you are investor in high notes, you should contact the high notes group leader. They have already held 2 or 3 big meetings, and they have gone to a lot of detail. I attended their meeting last night. Yeah, I attended the meeting last night. So I think they are very well organized. So you can, those high note investors, join that group. Now the legal action to take will likely be decided by end of January. By that time, I hope we got the Queen's Counsel opinion that is positive. I hope there will be 2 briefings of the mini bond, maybe 2, maybe 1. If they join together, it will be 1. And then of course high note separate. So by that time, by end of January, can decide on the collective or the class action. According to this first lawyer, the maximum amount that you have to spend, if go all the way, is $4,500. Okay, so many of you invested 50,000, 100,000. Then for large sums of money, it's worth to join. If you invest 10,000, 20,000, maybe not so worthwhile to join. Okay, so they hope to have at least 500 people to join so that the total cost can be spread. And this will be decided by end of January. Now some of you read reports also in my blog that the Hong Kong investors have, the US lawyer have approached the Hong Kong investors to sue the US institutions in America